I think children have most uninfluenced opinions.
It doesn't go that way, it goes the other way.
I think they're so clear and they really wear everything right there on their faces. And at some point I was interested in seeing this through eyes of children. And there was a young boy and his dad sitting right next to me on the bench. So I asked them. I asked them if they wanted to comment on what's going on, or would they care to say anything.
I think it's really horrible, you know, that thousands of people just ended, you know, suddenly ended, and that fuels anger and hatred. And I'm about to cry now, but I'm just, you know, very sad and angry that this happened, and so many people had to die, you know.
They didn't have to die, right?
They didn't have to die. I mean, there's no need for this.
He wasn't like a child. He was like a grown-up in a child's body, and that kind of felt strange, even a little bit disturbing.
I also think Osama bin Laden, and it hasn't been confirmed yet, but, you know, Saddam Hussein has been a suspect in supplying him with the resources and things. So I think, you know, those two should be, you know, quote, brought to justice, unquote, as many of our leaders. But, you know, in reality, I think we should kill them. I think we should go and we should kill them, make them die.
I'm a local 580 iron worker. I was down there in the first 2 days, and I want to shut silence. I will. I was pulling body parts.
So was I on the first night.
Then what are we arguing about?
I don't know. Arguing. We're trying to. You came here and told everyone to shut up. Chill.
I don't know. I am in pain because I have never seen heads, body parts, and anything like that. I'm not trying to fight. I don't know how to process this.
None of us do. We all have so much rage inside of us. And what do we do with it? What do we do with it?
We want to prevent this in the future.
The rage. We have to work through the rage.
I'm sorry. I don't want to hurt anybody.
I know. But what do we do with it? I don't know. There's so much emotion. It needs to be channeled somewhere. Or we're all going to kill each other. I mean, it's true.
Why don't we stop arguing and start reflecting? That's what this war is about.
No, we're arguing and then we're hugging. See? Argue, hug.
Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts.
Apparently, a plane has just crashed into the World Trade Center here in New York City. It happened just a few moments ago, apparently. We have very little information available at this point in time.
The building's exploding right now. You got people running up the street.
Okay.
I'll tell you what's going on.
Somebody just called and said that on CNN. A second plane just crashed into one of
Stop it.
A second plane.
That's two different buildings.
They are two buildings, and that is lower.
So it's a terrorist attack, isn't it?
That's what they're saying.
It's got to be.
Somebody just called
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no. A second plane might have crashed, and a second building is on fire. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
That looks like a second plane.
Dear Lord.
I did not see a plane go in. That just exploded.
We just saw another plane coming in from the side.
You did. That was out of
Yes, and that's the second explosion. You could see the plane come in just from the right-hand side of the screen.
No, it may be that something fell off the building. It may be that something has fallen. We don't know, to be perfectly honest. Can you tell us what has just happened?
Yes, Peter, it's 4 blocks north of the World Trade Center. The second building that was hit by the plane has just completely collapsed. The entire building has just collapsed, as if a demolition team set off. When you see the old demolitions of these old buildings, it folded down on itself, and it is not there anymore.
That should be it. Thanks very much.
It has completely collapsed.
The whole side has collapsed?
The whole building has collapsed.
Can you tell me a little bit more? Well, actually, let's look at these live pictures at the World Trade Center. The other tower of the World Trade Center has just collapsed. You are looking at live pictures of the second twin tower at the World Trade Center collapsing as a result of the crash of an airplane into its side. That, I believe, was the first tower that was struck.
Make no mistake, the United States will hunt down and punish those responsible for these cowardly acts.
Did you already go in?
What?
Did you go in?
I was there, yeah.
Are you going back?
My job.
Good luck.
The search is underway for those who are behind these evil acts. I've directed the full resources of our intelligence and law enforcement communities to find those responsible and to bring them to justice. We will make no distinction between the terrorists who committed these acts and those who harbor them. I appreciate so very much the members of Congress who have joined me in strongly condemning these attacks. And on behalf of the American people, I thank the many world leaders who have called to offer their condolences and assistance. America and our friends and allies join with all those who want peace and security in the world, and we stand together to win the war against terrorism. Tonight I ask for your prayers for all those who grieve, for the children whose worlds have been shattered, for all whose sense of safety and security has been threatened. And I pray they will be comforted by a power greater than any of us, spoken through the ages in Psalm 23. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. This is a day when all Americans from every walk of life unite in our resolve for justice and peace. America has stood down enemies before, and we will do so this time. None of us will ever forget this day, yet we go forward to defend freedom and all that is good and just in our world. Thank you. Good night, and God bless America.
Since this nation was founded under God more than 200 years ago, we have been the bastion of freedom, the light that keeps the free world aglow. We do not covet the possessions of others. We are blessed with the bounty we share. We have rushed to help other nations, anything, anytime, anywhere. War is just not our nature. We won't start, but we will end the fight. If we are involved, we shall be resolved to protect what we know is right. We have been challenged by a cowardly foe who strikes and then hides from our view. With one voice we say, we have no choice today. There is only one thing to do. Everyone is saying the same thing and praying that we end these senseless moments we are living. As our fathers did before, we shall win this unwanted war, and our children will enjoy the future we'll be giving